Mahalo for tuning in to Radio Hilo, Hawaii Island's one and only radio station. We apologize for the delay. We are currently experiencing technical difficulties. Incredibly slow internet appears to have temporarily disrupted digital streaming. But luckily for you, the old man Ace can go retro. Coming up next, before I explode from Foreshadow's 1987 classic, The End Is Near. Book it!
Before we get into a verbal altercation...
Verbal altercation? Flip discs now, flip burgers later.
I'm sorry. I just meant that I wasn't gonna let you DJ at my quinceañera if it meant 4 hours of journey. I was just suggesting you play some more popular songs.
Excuse me? 18 top 40 hits, 8 consecutive multi-platinum albums, 2 golds and a diamond. How is that not popular?
I thought Don't Stop Believin' was by Glee.
Radio is dead. Go to school.
There's another missile watch. They close the school.
Nice try. You forgot to hide your SAT preps.
It's not SAT prep. It's Wiki Answers Top 50 Must-Know Journalism Terms. So I can job shadow you? I said something right.
I just figured you wanted to DJ or something. But hey, like, I'm not some big-time reporter or nothing. I mean, I just do
The community calendar. And last on this week's community calendar, catch up over fries during Hilo High's class of 2000 reunion. Hilo Burger Joint, Tuesday at 6 p.m. Classic.
You heard that one.
I've heard all of them.
I didn't think anyone listened. You know, being Big Island's one and only radio station sounds victorious, but it feels more like being the last fish in a drying puddle. Look, just make a podcast. That's where all the business is going. You'll be more successful than me in a week. Shit, I thought you were lying about the schools being closed.
I never lie. My purpose is to discover the truth. Where are you going?
Home. Studio can't run without power.
You can't leave people in the dark. The whole island is listening, winding their emergency radios, waiting for you to tell them the latest on the war.
Yeah. Fine. I'll start the generator. But hey, you better bounce after that. Your family's probably worried and sick.
My father's on the front line somewhere, fighting for democracy, liberty, freedom of the press.
Yeah, I don't know if it's true or not, but when I was a kid, I used to like to pretend my dad was in the military too. That is a linear dynamic range enhancer. It's used to
Expand, compress, and control peaks.
know it all. Well, how about you set up the equipment then?
Yeah. What's this for?
Playing the music, duh.
It's pretty unreasonable for you to expect me to know that.
Right. How would you know? I forget I'm old sometimes. I had to do all this rewiring so that I can still use cassettes instead of digital streaming. It looks like it's finally paying off. Just wish it wasn't because of the war. That's gonna make the cassette come out. Man, you missed out. Think of it as an iPhone. If all it could do was play one album. Bruce Springsteen, made in the USA, 1984. Super progressive, radical politics, anti-war.
Looks pretty conservative to me. Jeans set in front of an American flag.
Exactly. Looks as American as apple pie and sounds like an eagle eating a hamburger. Rock and roll for days. And that is why my conservative friends loved it. Because people dance to the sound of words, not their meaning. You know, it always seems like we're done with this war stuff or that this will be the last time. But it's just a different voice making the same war cry.
If I'm reading your broadcast clock right, you start the news in 15 minutes.
Yeah? Want to write it?
Yeah. Okay, so I just checked the most recent news.
Yeah, you can sit in my chair.
Awesome.
Harder than it looks, yeah?
Even harder if there's no internet.
No, it's just super slow right now. Just give it a sec. Shit, no service either. And of course the Hawaii Tribune Herald just went totally digital.
Their feed is awesome. I read this article once. Apparently 99% of internet communication is delivered by underwater cables.
No fake. So in theory, snip snip? Maybe we could pick up what Maui's reporting. Oh. The internet must be down too. They're just playing old stuff to buy time.
Here, let me try with my radio scanner.
Scanning units.
Holy shit, are you a spy?
Of course not.
North Korean missile detect.
Girl, I got to turn you...
Nuke Possum, awaiting orders.
So, I think Nuke Possum is my dad?
It's so sick. How'd you learn how to do that?
I like to check in on my dad's base sometimes, since he's not legally allowed to tell me.
Anyone ever told you curiosity killed the cat?
Good thing I plan on being a journalist, not a cat.
Orange Eagle to Nuke Possum. Over.
Come in.
Emergency action message.
Whoa, that sounds like Trump.
Copy.
808 123 20 47411.
What does that mean?
Sir, are you...
Why did all the haters and losers have to be so mean?
I don't quite know what,
Of course you don't. Enable launch code.
Roger that.
Dad?
Launch in progress. 5, 4,
Oh shit.
3, 2,
Oh shit.
1.
They must have noticed we were listening and changed channels or something. This isn't a super strong radio anyway. Lucky it picks up anything. 10 minutes till air. Should we check the other stations just in case? Aren't you working? Crap. No. Oh shit. I'm sorry, Ace. I'll replace it.
How? You gonna order it on Amazon?
As soon as the internet comes back on, I promise.
It's not coming back on. 8 minutes. We don't have any material, girl. We might as well just do a Madonna marathon.
We can't leave people in the dark. They're all huddling with their toilet paper and bags of rice, waiting for you to just explain why the sirens went off. You've got to find out for them, right? That's your job.
We already know the 411. North Korea just launched a missile. Trump freaking nuked them back, and we're in the middle of the Pacific Ocean eating cold spam until the radiation hits us. 1 second, all these numbers, codes, coordinates, the next crackling, silence, gone. The mainland, Asia, freaking Trump Tower, everything.
How can you say that? That's your generation's problem. It's almost like you've been expecting war so long that you manifest it.
Yeah, super stoked.
You spent so long all amped up, ready for the Cold War to boil, and it never happened. So you cry wolf every chance you get.
Yeah, there's cans of Vienna sausage next to the generator if you get hungry.
Does the world finally make sense to you again? Bread under the bed. Let's replay that great 80s hit. You got what you were waiting for, Cold War kid. Don't answer it.
I never get callers. Welcome. Got a jam request? Question? Comment?
Roger here, radioing in from Waimea. Just wondering what the final scores were for the game. Me and Joe. Hey, how's it? See, me and Joe here got a bet, you see. We just missed the game. Been looking forward to it all day.
49ers won again.
What the hell are you doing?
40-9.
Woohoo! Thank you. Always can count on good old Rashad Robertson. I can always count on Radio Hilo for the latest. Thank you.
My pleasure. Make sure you keep that walkie-talkie on you.
This is why they tell you never to meet your role models.
I am a journalist, not the Grim Reaper.
Yeah, journalism. Not radio drama, not fake news.
What's even real anymore? What's the point of making everyone miserable? 2 minutes. Go ahead. You're up. Ready to tell the whole island how Nuke Possum just obliterated the world? Oh, what's the matter, wordless? Maybe your notebook's got some words for you.
On my 8th birthday, I asked my dad why he had to leave so often. He said he has to defend the truth. I begged him to let me do it for him. He said I could do it too, right at home. All I've ever wanted is to be a journalist, and now I'm the last one.
I thought you said your dad was on the front lines.
He must have misspoken.
That wasn't very truthful of him.
I heard he lost one hero today. Please don't make it two.
Real people can't live on a pedestal. Good morning, Big Island. Well, it's morning anyways. To my new listeners, stay safe. To my usual listeners, Roger, Joe, Mom. It's been such a pleasure waking up with you folks every day. I want to thank you for supporting me and helping me to do what I love. Unfortunately, journalism can also be the worst job in the world sometimes. This morning at 9:34 a.m.
Ivanka Trump saved America. You can sing depressing lyrics to an upbeat tune and people will dance. You can tell Hawaii what it needs to do to stay safe without scaring the whole island.
That's right, folks. Ivanka sent Kim Jong-un a sweater from her Nordstrom Autumn for Autocrats line, and he's hooked. Peace talks began this morning.
You need to get them inside before the radiation hits.
Up next, the weather with my new co-host, Rosa.
You'll want to stay inside, folks. 100% chance of lemonade storm.
That's right. Ever since Beyonce lost Album of the Year, it simply hasn't been safe to go outside.
Care to tell us what happens to those who get caught in one?
Swept away by the wind machines. Shh.
Internet.
Say, Rosa, did you happen to see President Trump's latest tweet?
You know, Ace, I can't say that I have.
Exactly, because it broke the internet. That's right, folks. We are sorry to report the interwebs are down indefinitely.
The most presidential tweets you'll be hearing are from those orange birds with small... What's the bird equivalent of hands? Feet. Last but not least, let us shed some light on the recent power outage.
In response to a statement from President Putin implying Americans are like children afraid of the dark, Energy Secretary Rick Perry has decided to turn off the power grid to prove we, quote, don't need a nightlight.
And that's it for the morning's headlines.
Thanks for tuning in to Radio Hilo, Hawaii Island's one
And only
radio station.